Good morning and welcome. We are continuing our daily video devotions to the book of 1 Samuel with 1 Samuel chapter 27. And if you've read along with us, you'll know that in chapter 27, David decides it's time for a change. He's gotten a little bit tired of Saul constantly pursuing him, of Saul constantly trying to end his life. So instead of trying to flee throughout Israel and Judah from King Saul, David decides to go and live among the Philistines for a period of time because he knows if he can establish himself among the Philistines, King Saul will stay away. And that's pretty much exactly what happens in chapter 27. David goes and approaches the king of Gath and asks for a place to be able to live, and he has all these successful conquests that benefit the Philistines, so they allow him to live in their territory, and Saul stays away from King David. And that got me thinking about in our lives when we face conflict, when we have a disagreement with someone, or really when we just face any type of altercation with a person, when they do something wrong, something hurtful, they say something that offends us, just any type of confrontation, are we better off to just remove ourselves from that situation and let some time pass before we decide how we're going to address it? I think so often somebody does something that upsets us, something that offends us, something that hurts our feelings, and we just instantly react. And normally when we instantly react to something like that, when we don't give ourselves time to think about it, to pray about it, to meditate upon how we should react, we do things that are equally hurtful or equally offensive in return. And see, I think David is smart in removing himself from King Saul, removing himself from that confrontation, that rivalry that they have with each other, and giving him space and giving Saul space as well to really think about what's the best way to approach that situation. So the next time you face adversity, the next time you face a confrontation, you face just any type of difficulty with someone else, think about, are you better off to try to react in that moment, to react from a spot of emotion, from a place of hurt, or are you better off to remove yourself from that situation for some time and to really think about what's occurred and what's the best and most faithful way to respond? We'll see you on Friday morning for 1 Samuel chapter 28.